waiting to learn more after 2 Austin police officers opened fire, killing a 26-year-old woman. It happened around 4 this morning at an apartment complex on William Cannon at South First. Police tell us her husband called 911 saying she had a gun. Several officers responded, including a crisis intervention officer. They say the woman came out and pointed a gun at officers, not once, but twice.
The female continued to come towards the officer. At that time, both officers shot at the female. The female then went down. The female continued to make comments such as "kill me" on the ground. As they were approaching her to disarm her at this point, the female had the weapon in her hand. It was pointed in the direction of the officers. One officer then shot several shots.
The woman was taken to South Austin Medical Center. She died a short time later. Austin police say they have audio but no video of the shooting. That crisis intervention officer who was there is specially trained to deal with people who have mental health problems. They make up a significant portion of APD patrol officers. Austin police tell us as of last April, they had 656 patrol officers. Of those, 162, 25%, can respond to mental health calls. A special unit made up of 7 officers and 1 sergeant trained them on different ways to help in those circumstances. But this shooting puts the spotlight on what experts call a mental health crisis here in Texas, where many people cannot get access to the help they need. KXAN's Phil Prazen shows us how some are pointing their fingers at the system.
I was hearing her, like, shoot me, telling the cops to pretty much kill her.
Chasey Panel says she'll look at the laundry room at her apartment complex differently now that she saw a woman killed right on its front sidewalk. For another mental health care call, she wishes there was something in between no force and deadly force.
They're not all there in the head. Is that really what needs to be done? It's not right.
It's a feeling many in law enforcement say they relate to. An issue that boiled over at a Dallas press conference after 5 officers were shot and killed earlier this year during Chief David Brown's last days.
We're asking cops to do too much in this country. We are. We're just asking us to do too much. Every societal failure, we put it off on the cops to solve. Not enough mental health funding. Let the cop handle it.
Lawmakers added more than $200 million in mental health funding last session to the Texas state budget. Now, Speaker of the Texas House, Joe Straus, created a select committee to find the best ways to get resources to inner city and rural areas of Texas where care is hard to come by. The goal is to stop situations like Sundays before they happen, so police won't show, guns aren't involved, and everyone walks away alive. Something people here think is long overdue.
It's not right, the victims of that family, just to think of what they're going through.
Phil Prazen, KXAN News.